If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was has gathered there together because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club. Yay! And you might be able to tell that I can't sing.
The cupboard monkey is full of lurgy, so the cupboard monkey will be disappearing in a moment under strict orders. But today we've got something special. First up, I'd like to give a huge thanks to George Botterini, who's very kindly donated $10 on the super chat.
He's very generous.
Very generous. So thank you ever so much for that. And yes, the cupboard monkey has lurgy. But a big hello to Thomas West, Leslie Gilpin, Southern Train Girl, Matt Rutter, Peter Leyland, Egg Rider, The Oldsmead Project, David Cook, Ruben Ashwell, Warbler Productions, Iron Horse Heathen.
I got an advert at the start of the show.
Oh, right, for Hattons, gosh. Well, it's on message, I have to say.
They've worked out what show you're playing.
Glocum Model Railway, hello to you. George Botterini, Andrew Rennie, Ben Tullett, Madenstein Railways, Patrick Ling, South Line, Southern Line, Richard Swiderski, John Nelson, Flymo Chairman 1, March West Junction TMD, Wamgok, Dave at It's My Model Railway, Gone Loco, Dominic Z, Finley Carden, Z Fantasy Trains. Gosh, we've got a really great turnout. Don't forget to tickle the like button and share the stream as well. Let as many people as possible know. And if you haven't already done so, then do please subscribe to the channel. Now you'll notice that we've gone all American. We've got an Ulco F unit, an A unit and a B unit in Union Pacific yellow. These are the doyen of the diesel age in the US. Behind them we've got a rake of 7, that's right, 7 different American Limited tanker wagons. Then we've also got some The Rock and Baltimore and Ohio hoppers from, I think they're from Bachman. Then we've got some kind of steel coil wagon and then a Walthers boxcar. So we've gone nice in America. I know I've been promising for a while, but definitely yes. We've finally got a full US train on there. Hello to Spongate Junction. Also Poshington.
Questions here. Finley Carden says, what is the orange train on the left? And
that.
Ruben Ashwell says, I've noticed an orange tank engine at top left of the screen.
Yes.
Would you like to explain what this is?
I will, yes. Right. A few weeks ago, the Cupboard Monkey was challenged to a charity build, and this came from Enwins 3D. So I will read you the letter. Dear Mrs. Zoe, gosh, you're Mrs. Zoe now.
I am.
Your mission, should you decide to accept it, is to paint and assemble the enclosed Enwins Wigan 060 and then run it on Weiryard on a Monday Club to end the challenge. And that's what this model is. This is the Enwins 3D Wigan tank locomotive. It's sat on the DCC Concepts rolling road, chugging away there. You can probably hear it.
We're just running it in at the moment. It will run at some point.
Definitely. The paint's still a little bit tacky in places. So we have completed the challenge. It goes on to say, for every week before the end of May, Enwins will donate £10 to our favoured charity, Reunite International. This charity helps reunite parents with children illegally retained or abducted by a parent or guardian. Those wanting to know more can visit the Reunite Emily Facebook page, the Reunite International Facebook page, or watch the inspiration behind Emily's song by Sam Blue. So basically, this was the challenge that the Cupboard Monkey was set, and the Cupboard Monkey has said that she will match that donation as well. So that's going to Reunite International. So the Enwins 3D Wigan tank is resplendent, and it's actually signal red, but it does look a bit orange. I actually quite like it. The model reminds me of Ivor the engine, but in an orange rather than the green. We've got Bangor Junction, Carlbron, Model Railway Noob.
I'm now getting out of here because I'm going to end up...
Breezer 707. The Cupboard Monkey is beating a retreat. She's not feeling very well. NI Railways 4000 class says, Zoe, are you okay? You don't sound half well.
Oh, I've got a bit of the lurgy, that's all. Would you like me to bring up a bottle of Coke for you? You're coughing as much as I am now.
It went down the wrong way. Alcohol free. Really quite nice, actually. Yes, a drink might go down well.
And once that's running a bit, would you please run it on the Monday Club?
Yes, I will. I will have it go around. But we've got Dominic Z says, Jenny, do you know that there's been a Kickline videotape called Holiday Favourites? I didn't know. I didn't. Iron Horse Heathen says, well done, Zoe. Very admirable. Kelly Ashford says, hello, I'm here. And yes, we've definitely got your video as well. Andrew Rennie says, Jenny, is that a Duff on the model tonight? Yes, we have got the Somerset Andy Intercity liveried class 47. It's just if I can I capture it on? I've changed some of the camera angles, so maybe this angle. Oh, we just missed it. It's gone into the tunnel. So if we go to this angle, we'll probably just capture it. Right. Ben Tullett says it's tomato soup red, that Loco. Actually, yeah, very much. The IT Surgeon says hi to all the Cupboard Monkey and to a healthy Jenny. Thank you very much. Leslie Gilpin, hi to you. Kelly Ashford, I have noticed you. I did say we've got your video and we will be playing that tonight. We will be a little bit slower on the with the videos because I've got to self-operate. That sounds like a little bit hardcore. I have to self-operate. Yes, I'm taking my own appendix out. Dominic Z, can you make Jenny? Can you make a review of the Bachmann Duck? All in good time. I do want to review some of the Thomas the Tank Engine range, and actually, I'll probably start with the Rheneas and Scarloe. Right, the Ellesmead project is TARDIS between Girder Bridge and Bauxite Wagon. Yeah, but Girder Bridge. It's not really a good, possibly. J. Paul Anderson says, hello, Jen and Monkey. Robin Slewer says, I miss going to model train shows. You and me both. Simon Trains Model Railway Showcase as I see Class 25, Tamworth Castle. Yep, that is the Hellion. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. I thought I'd lost the train. Well, thank you very much. Thanking you. So there we are. Right, what's the news? Well, big news at the moment, and we can't really avoid the elephant in the room. The big news is the Hornby cancellation. Now, we've had confirmation from Hornby that there is a tier system. Now, this was leaked by a retailer. I think it's HAM Models. Everybody thought they were an Australian retailer, but I believe they're based in the UK, but specialise in actually exporting models, including Hornby models, not exclusively Hornby models, but including Hornby models. They've been put in tier 3. Hattons have been put in tier 3. Now, I spoke to Simon Kohler in the middle of last week, and he actually did confirm to me that there was a tier system before that went live. But I think there's a lot of stuff going on. So essentially what has changed, and it's now in the open, it makes things a bit clearer. People don't like it. I must admit I don't really like it either, but at least we now know what's going on. The criteria is basically down to a combination of decent retail premises, the customer experience, things like that. Not overselling in the past, and it's also to do with not offering unfair discounts as well. But we're not quite sure which retailer is in what tier. As far as we can tell, Hattons is now definitely in tier 3. AJM Models confirmed that they're in tier 3, so I suspect each retailer knows which tier they're in, but of course retailers in tier 1 are unaffected, and I guess they won't be wanting to rock the boat on this because they're in the favourable position there's still a lot of stuff being sold through Hornby Direct, and that I think is what's really given the rub to everything more than anything else. But there we go. So essentially, yeah, Ultimate process. There we are. We found the TARDIS. So I can't really get the. I can't move it without you guys actually seeing where I move it to. So, if I just go and move a few things about over here. Right. So yeah, that's the big news really. And actually, in the background of the Hornby thing going on, I think a lot of other news has kind of been buried. I know that there may be a change at the top at Oxford Rail. We're still waiting for the J27 to come through. I believe that they are imminent. We've also got news that the D-Class from Rails, the NRM and Daypol, that locomotive is inbound. I believe it has landed in the UK. It's currently going through customs. So that will mean that if you've ordered a D-Class, expect it to be payment taken and shipped probably in the next few weeks. If you haven't ordered a D-Class, then some of the different livery versions, now I don't know which livery versions, but some of them are quoted as being 3/4 sold. What that means is it's order it now or miss out. So I do urge you, if having one of those D-Class is a be-all and end-all for you, then now is a time to order it if you haven't already done so. My prediction is that the ornate SECR livery is likely to sell out quickly. The Monsal Green livery, I suspect, might sell out quickly, and the lined BR. I would also suggest that the Austerity Grey with the scraped back beading may also prove to be a sleeper hit. The reason for this is that every single Austerity Grey SECR liveried locomotive we have seen ready to run has been a very, very quick sellout. Now, we've had the N-Class, we've had the P-Class, we've also had the C-Class. Now, there's 3 locomotives that I'm aware of have thus far appeared in that livery, and all 3 of them became sleeper hits. In particular, the Hatton's P-Class, number 754, was the first to sell out. And I'm going to claim a bit of credit for that because that was the one I did a review on, and it sold out very shortly afterwards. Clive Cobold says, Jenny, I had my Hornby pre-order cancelled. My Hatton's had 2 Class 87O locomotives and an APT coach. I had to go to Hornby to get them. I know, it is a bit of a mess. Now, it's a shame that they didn't introduce this tier system before the new items were open to orders. I think a lot of this means that there's a lot of unhappy customers, and I think actually I think Hornby have scored a bit of a PR own goal on this. If they'd have introduced the tier system right back in January when the new range was announced, and effectively not let retailers actually place orders in good faith only to now have them cancelled in the last minute, it would have worked out a lot better. So that is a bit of a PR disaster for Hornby. I'm sorry, it has to be said, Hornby has dropped the ball on that one. But that is as it is. So tier 3 basically get the Scooby snacks. All they can do is order what is left in stock at Hornby. Now, traditionally, there's always quite a few things which remain in stock at Hornby. Don't necessarily sell as well as Hornby would like, but it also means that the must-have items will all be sold out. Dominic Z asks, Jenny, do you know that Scale Electrics released the Kickmobile from Kickline? I did not know that. Now, I'm not really up in the world of Scale Electrics, but it has to be remembered as well that as far as I'm aware, this tier system does also apply to other Hornby-owned brands, such as Airfix and Scale Electrics, and I presume it will also extend to Lima, Rivarossi, Juef, these overseas brand Electrotren that Hornby also have ownership over. Big hello to Mel's, Worthington Model Railway, Main Train Eastport, Alan Reynolds, hi to you, East Midlands Train Spotter EMR. So we've got a really good turnout. Thomas Whittington, hi to you. Right, what else is in the news? Well, we've also, and again, it's really easy to to overlook some of the other news. In light of this huge Hornby thing, it really has dominated the news. But what else is going on? Well, I've told you about the D-Class coming through. It has landed on these shores. I've told you about the possibility of change at the top in Oxford Rail. But also we have had some of the newly announced wagons come through from Bachmann in terms of the last quarter's announcement. Now, I know that for a lot of people, there's not really been any huge be-all and end-all standout announcement. But for me, as I've made no bones about, the 16-ton mineral wagons with that really, really quite amazing weathering that is actually printed on rather than sprayed on. I've been a huge fan of these since they were introduced to the Bachmann range a couple of years ago. Now, the pre-production photographs of these looked absolutely amazing, and it's one of the reasons that I've actually been saying, you know, miss it, miss out. Likely, if they looked as good as the pictures, they would sell out incredibly quick. Now, they have arrived. I've just filmed a video on them. But what I will say to you is prepare to find that the wagons don't match the pre-production pictures. Richard Swiderski says, sorry, Jen, what was the Oxford Rail news? Now, the Oxford Rail news is that I believe that there will be change towards the top in terms of personnel at Oxford Rail. One high-profile member of staff has decided to move on to a new career, and I believe that it's going to be a case of interesting times. Now, Oxford Rail has been a really quite strong newcomer. I've noticed that Worthington Model Railway says got an Oxford Rail N7 from Hattons today. Now, notwithstanding when they first were released, I did have a problem with my Great Eastern Railway liveried one, but the replacement for that has been perfect ever since, and I bought the sound-fitted version and was incredibly impressed by it. So there's a lot of good things in the pipeline from Oxford Rail, one of which, not least, is the J27. Really looking forward to that locomotive. Going to be hopefully quite quickly followed by the J26. Now, these are going to plug a very needful gap in the market. So really looking forward to them. King Fox Junction, hi to you. Says, hi Jenny and Zoe, haven't been on for a few weeks because my wife sadly passed away. I'm really sorry to hear that. So sorry. And I you know, it's understandable that you obviously been distracted by all of that, and who wouldn't be? But look, you have our deepest condolences. Darren Mould, hi to you. Ben Davis says, hi Jennifer Kirk, did you talk to Hattons about Genesis coaches? Where is Hornby doing a tier level? Want to do tier system? Right, I don't know, that it hasn't been officially published which the tiers are, but it has been confirmed both by Hornby and one retailer about that. So the tier system does exist, and I believe that the post from, I think it was AJM Models, actually is accurate in this front. Simon Kohler did confirm to me that there was a tier system. Now, but in terms of who was where on that tier system, Hornby, I don't believe, have officially said anything. Now, the Genesis coaches from Hattons, I have asked repeatedly for the ability to review these. Now, I noticed that they have started turning up. I think Railway Modelers had them through. Another YouTuber has had them through. I've been told they're not available at the moment, so I don't know if I've annoyed Hattons or whether they really are in demand. But unlike last time where I got the EPs, they weren't offered to me in advance. I have had to go asking for them, and there's nothing come through as yet. But the door isn't shut on that. Tim's Model Railways and Different Videos asks, which month is Monday Club Wagon coming out, please? Q3 is what I know. Now, I need to actually get onto a Curascale and just confirm with them on that. Not least because I need to pay the first instalment, and I need to know from them when I need to pay for these wagons. It's Q3 is my understanding. Alan Reynolds, hi to you. Simon Trains Model Railway showcases the tier system is wrong, being honest. I'd have to say, my feeling is, yes, I suspect Hornby have their reasons, but nature abhors a vacuum in information. And unfortunately, that's kind of what we've had since these cancellations started to come out. And it does mean that a lot of people tend to not make things up, but grasp at straws and read into things a little bit too much. So I think it would have been helpful of Hornby to make an official statement. Now, as I said, I've spoken to Simon Kohler, and he did confirm that the tier system exists, but didn't really comment. I'm not going to push him on the matter. I don't think he's in a position where he can talk openly about a lot of things, but there we are. Right, other news, still waiting for a change in travel restrictions. This is to do with going to St. Louis and the final weekend of July to the train show, which is a huge event. American Limited Models will be making an announcement at that show. Now, I actually do know what the announcement is, but I'm not going to say. But that is one to look forward to. And there's actually every possibility that a few other people will be going, subject to travel restrictions. So there may be a contingent of big name Brits there. So do look out for that. Really looking forward to it. But as it stands, the US is on the UK's yellow list, which makes it tricky to get over there. Not impossible, but tricky. But the real rub is that the other way round, the US is not letting us limeys in unless we've either got a residency, dual citizenship, which I do not. I don't have to either of those. So it's really, really difficult. Now, there's still a couple of months to go, so things may change. But my new passport came through. They, as predicted, picked the worst possible picture of me to go in there. Today's beverage is Diet Coke from the Coca-Cola Corporation. We're not affiliated or sponsored by them. It just happens to be one of my favourite, if not my absolute favourite, soft drink. Scott Malcolm says, I was upset that the APT was cancelled 18 months after I ordered it. Felt like I was forced to buy it direct from Hornby. Yes, and as I said to you before, Hornby would have been much better off to have introduced this tier system at the point of announcing all of these new releases and made it clear that certain retailers would no longer be able to take pre-orders. By waiting this length of time, what they have actually done is really irritated a lot of customers, and I think it's become easy for Hornby to forget that it's not so much the retailers that they are falling out with here, but it is their customer base. So it really, I think, has been a bit of a PR own goal for them. Right. Glocum Model Railway says, I'm going to the York National Railway Museum next weekend. Excellent. Dominic Z says, Jenny, do you know that the Kickline comics art style is really similar to the art style of the Beano? It's been a long time since I read the Beano, it has to be said. I'm not familiar with Kickline comics, it has to be said. James Hardy asks, have you seen the Hornby new DVT? They have bad light bleed. Very much. I've seen a lot of photographs shared of this. Again, it does seem to be quite a problem. the lights on the DVT seem to be overly powerful, and it is possible to fix that. I would suggest paint matte black paint carefully on the inside of the model to minimize the light bleed. Thank you ever so much. Valleys56XX has incredibly generously donated £5 through the super chat. That is incredibly generous of you, and it does really help us to keep making the videos that you want to see. So thank you so much. Fat Wallet Boy 2 says DVT, even the Intercity one has an awful bleed. Yeah, I've seen the yellow one and the Intercity one, and it does seem to be quite a big problem with them. Evan Terry says, where is the cupboard monkey? Unfortunately, the cupboard monkey has the dreaded lurgy and is hiding away downstairs. Now, she may occasionally pop up in the comments, but she's not been feeling well for a number of days. Don't worry about the fact it is not COVID. As my doctor continually keeps saying, there are more viruses than just COVID. And Zoe has had her first and second jabs. So it is a case that she's all right. She's ill. She's not all right, but she's all right in that respect. Simon Train's Model Railway Showcase says, hoping depends on restrictions to attend an MRYCG meetup at the end of July. Ah, yes, that's where I wanted to go as well. Is that the one being held at the Worley Club? Unfortunately, if I'm in the US, it's going to be a case of actually me not being able to attend, unfortunately, because I'll be in St. Louis. But things are still up in the air. Right, Dongit's Model Railways, yep, exactly. If they wanted to change the system so that Tier 3 retailers can't pre-order, they should have done this for new pre-orders only, but on existing pre-orders. Yes, I completely agree with you, and I have to say that I think that there are so many better ways they could have handled this. It really has been a bit of a PR own goal for them. Madden Steam Railways, we're back at work at the Epping Ongar Railway a whole week early. We have our first Steam weekend next weekend. Gosh, I can remember, I'm trying to remember the, is it Wooton Bassett? I remember used to have a customer whose premises were next to, I think it was Wooton Bassett, somewhere like that. They were next to the Epping Ongar Railway, just at the point where it was initially preserved. I believe the fourth rail was still actually down. Peter Jones says, hi Jenny, sorry missed the start, been to the gym for the first time since March last year, and I'm walking like a buckled wheel. Oh my word. But yeah, certainly my father is very pleased that he can go back to the gym. Big hello to J94, Blackwood, the Growler Blackwood Engage layout. And thank you ever so much. JJ Williams, 1984, says, looking forward to Worley, and has very generously donated £5 through the super chat. Thank you so much. As I said before, you guys, we couldn't do this channel without you guys, and your incredibly generous donations help us to keep doing the project, to keep the interesting content coming. Big hello to the Angel Share Model Railways, great to see you. Same to you, Mike at Pudham Junction. Main Train Esports says Hornby was working on same tier system as the UK COVID tier system, LOL. As far as I'm aware, nowhere is it actually specifically stated who is in what tier, but I have had it confirmed from Simon Kohler at Hornby that there is indeed a tier system in place. Paul O'Donovan says, greetings from Ireland, parcel today from Curascale, the KUA Nuclear Flask Twin Pack Wagons, highly impressed with them, and packed will go with the Model Rail Limited Edition DRS coaches, happy. Yes, absolutely, and that was the other thing as well. I've forgotten the news that the KUA Nuclear Flask Wagons are being delivered as we speak from a Curascale. They've proven to be incredibly popular, and I will be doing a full review of those wagons here on the channel. They have been posted out to me. They've not received them just yet, but they are actually on their way out for review here. Tim's Model Railway in different videos says, is Q3 in the summer or autumn? Well, I guess that's autumn. JJ Williams 1984 says 99th like. Let's all like, of course. And we've got 309 people in the chat according to my cheat sheet down here. So don't forget, if you haven't already done so, do tickle that like button. Share the stream as well. Do make sure that other people know that the Monday Club is on air, live and dangerous. And of course, everybody is welcome. John Moxley says that Ohio State Buckeyes are the intercollegiate athletic teams that represent the Ohio State University located in Columbus, Ohio. I think I've come in halfway through somebody's question and answer there, but big hello to you. Dominic Z says, Jenny, do you know that my old teacher from my old school was cosplaying as Chelsea from Kickline? I did not know that. I think somebody's keys got stuck there. John Moxley, he posted the same thing many times. Madden State Steam Railway says, sorry, Zoe's under the weather. It's a shame when someone who's become a friend goes down with something, even if it's not COVID. And that's absolutely right. Don't forget that there are other viruses other than COVID. Kelly Ashford, hi to you. Yeah, don't worry, we've dealt with that. Gordon Hanning, is the tier system the reason rails of Sheffield don't stock Hornby anymore? No, that happened before the tier system came to view, and I know some of the story behind it, but it's not my place to tell it. Keith Broscombe says, hello to you, Jenny. I'm glad to see that you are better now, and I'm sorry that Monkey is not well. She is a sickly child, but she will be all right, don't worry. Flint Hills Model Railway, Jeff Hammond, a big hello to you. Stephen Cameron, the Growler Blackwood Engage layout, having a break from Helix building tonight to watch the good old Monday Club. Boom! So yeah, and also don't forget as well that the Jenny Monday Club wagon is still available. It's selling strong. And we're looking at about 75% sold on those, so if you don't want to be disappointed, because there will be another rush on these. I have actually seen photographs of the pre-production sample, not assembled into a full wagon, but I have seen the pre-production sample, and it does look good, so they are going to sell out quickly. Aiden's Railway says, nice to see a return of the hairband. My daughter is watching in envy. I think it's from Claire's Accessories. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I bought it. I can't even remember what I bought it for, but it's just like something a little bit fun. My headphones are also like Hello Kitty themed, and I love them. Somebody asked about the US Locomotive. It is an MTH Alco FA unit, I think it is. And we've got the A type and the B type. And it is fully loaded with features. Now it has a fully loaded sound chip in not one but both of the units, so in the A unit and the B unit. It's also got working smoke units in the A unit and the B unit, and then it's also got a whole load of different light functions. And what has really impressed me is that it also has working uncouplers, which are controlled with two of the auxiliary keys. I can actually do the front and the back coupler on the B unit just through two of the functions. It really is great. Main Train Esports says, you probably missed it, but you think the Class 15 from Hellion is worth splashing out on. I saw it in your top 10. No, I think it was the Class 16 that I put in my top 10, but certainly the Class 15 is a pretty good locomotive. It's not the easiest to DCC fit. That's one of the things that I have to warn you. If you're going to DCC fit it, it's not impossible, but it is a challenge, shall we say. Stephen Simmons says, hi everybody, received my Henderson's Relish van from Rails, a great livery. Oh yes, and with that little bottle of Henderson's Relish. Now I actually got gifted a bottle of Henderson's Relish. I believe it's a bit like Worcestershire sauce. We're not actually opened it yet, but a bit like Worcestershire sauce. But it is completely vegetarian because it doesn't have fish in. So that is one that the Cupboard Monkey will be enjoying. Big hello to Robert's Train Set. It's great to see you in. Keith Broscombe says, How much are the wagons then? The Monday Club wagon, I think, don't quote me on this, about $29.95, something like that. Main Train Esports says, that's good info, thanks. South Line, Southern Line, High River, loved your stream. So definitely, there's a lot of great streams on YouTube, and it's something that has really helped so many people get through lockdown and COVID. Sorry, Brockwell Lane says PA units are the Cocos, FAs the Bobos. In that case, it is a PA unit. Well, two PA units, the A unit and the B unit. I did get them mixed up. Ben Davis says, hi Jennifer Kirk, what's your thought on the new Bachmann BR 16-ton steel mineral wagon weathered, which just come out? Now, I bought the 3 standalone ones. I didn't get the triple pack, but I got the 3 individual ones. These I was tipping as being really sleeper hits if they came out looking like the actual mock-ups that Bachmann was showing. In particular, 37-250J is the catalogue number that the mock-up photographs were incredible, but they don't actually look like that. They're not massively, but they're great wagons. They're just not as advertised in that respect. So I have to say, a little bit of a disappointment creeping in, but still worth getting. Tim's Model Railway and different videos says that I bought Monday Club wagon and I can't wait to get it. You and me both. I think I'll probably get it about the same time as you guys do. Patrick Webb says, I do love the PAs. They were nicknamed the honorary steam locomotives here in the US. Yes, I read that as well. MTH, a brand which I wasn't familiar with until I went to work at DCC Concepts. And they do actually stock a wide range of the MTH FA locomotives, the Alco FAs, and certainly Alco PAs. There was at least one there. Most of them are just DCC fitted. Some have actually got sound fitted, and a couple have working smoke. Now, talking of working smoke, we've also had in for review the TRS Trains smoke unit, and I was very, very impressed. That will be coming up as the Wednesday video this week, so do look out for that. Very, very impressed with that from TRS Trains. Mark Jenkins says, Jennifer, have you got Hornby 003 rail? I do. My childhood trains were Hornby 003 rail, and I do still have locomotives and rolling stock. They are in cabinets elsewhere. I don't keep them up here. Obviously, they don't run on this sort of stuff, but I do still have all my childhood stuff. Big hello to Russell Benton, Timothy Kynard. Alan Mack says, hi, this is the first time I've commented, but I've watched every week without fail. Love the Monday Club. Thank you ever so much. And it's always great to have all you guys in. And we've got 326 people according to my cheat sheet. Let's share this stream to social media. Let's see if we can break the record. We still haven't quite beached 500 concurrents. I know that since we've started to go out of lockdown in the UK, it's certainly a case that I think a lot of people are enjoying the fact that you can now go out to pubs, beer gardens, restaurants, that kind of things. So I think it was always going to be the case that the audience would drop off slightly, but let's see, can we do it? Can we build the channel? So get the channel shared on social media, tickle the like button as well, and if you haven't already done so, do please consider subscribing to the channel and ringing the notification bell. Laserjet, hello to you. How are you doing? Great to see you. Keith Broscombe, thank you for that. Where can I get them from? What are we talking about? So Keith Broscombe, just seeing the Monday Club wagons. Those you need to get from Rails of Sheffield. Claudia, big hello to you in Croatia. Big hello. We have a lovely multinational audience, people from all around the globe. Transport Maniac Alfie, hello to you. NI Railways 4000 class says, Jenny, do you have a class 205? I don't, unfortunately. Robert's Train Set says, I had 20 on my stream this afternoon. A lot easier to answer everyone. Absolutely. And as I always say to people, if I miss your comment, I'm not ignoring you. It's just they do go up ever so quickly. And I tend to wax lyrically and do miss a lot of comments. Kevin Waters, morning all from Oregon. Big hello to you. We do have an awful lot of watchers over in the US, and also a big hello to Sir Ken of Patterson and his lovely wife, who do occasionally tune in for the live Monday Club. Great to see you, and also really looking forward to the train show at the end of July over in St. Louis, and hopefully I will be able to get there. It all now is down to COVID restrictions on travel. Brian Stone, the car needs a wash, but no chance whilst the Monday Club is on. I like that. I like you people. Right, PH's railway videos. I'm just from stuffy old England. Me too. Ben Davis, hi Jennifer Kirk. I can't wait to see R3852 Hornby DVLR Ruston and Hornsby 48DS 040 diesel 417892 Jim, as I got it on order with Kerno Model Centre. Now, I did see when I was in Arcadia Models on Saturday that they had just had delivery of the Ruston 48DS, I think including Jim. So they are out there, and as far as I'm aware, Arcadia is not being hit with any restrictions on pre-ordering. Always worth actually checking out Tim at Arcadia, because he is pretty good at getting hold of stuff. Mark Jenkins says, Engage is nice. I don't disagree with you. Flymo Chairman 1 is right on message. Hit that like button, subscribe and share, folks. Thank you ever so much. Dominic Z, Jennifer, can you turn your Hornby, Harry and Bert into Splatter and Dodge from the Thomas and the Magic Railroad? I don't have either of those models, it has to be said. Hythe Kent says, I bought the wagon and got the Henderson sauce, and it's not like Worcestershire sauce. Excuse me. I'll have to check that out, actually. Right. We do have a bottle downstairs. I just haven't opened it yet. Dragon Junction Mark II. Big hello to you. How are you doing? Mike Finch. Hey, Jenny, does DCC Concept still stock Broadway Locos? Need a US K4? Yes, they do, and the website is not complete with what they have. Actually, last week I went up into the stock room and had a rummage about, and what I actually found is that they've got a lot more stock than what they've got listed on the website. So the best thing to do is, if you don't see it on the website, ring them up and ask. Ask for Richard Brighton or myself, although I work Tuesday to Saturday, and ask them what they've physically got in stock. What they do have, which is not listed on the website, is they have got the Loco S160. They have them in sound fitted and non-sound fitted, and they are an incredible model to look at, and they've got 5 of those. I can't remember whether it's 3 sound, 2 non-sound, or whether it's 2 sound and 3 non-sound, but they are not listed on their website. So if you want one of the Loco S160s, you will have to ring up DCC Concepts and actually ask to buy one. Kelly Ashford says, my video is a success. That's great to hear, absolutely, and certainly we'll be playing one of your videos later on tonight. Mark Wilson says, did you know Marmite is in short supply due to the lack of beer production? Yeah, I did know that, actually. He said, not that I like it, just saying. I'm not really a Marmite fan, it has to be said. You know, don't find it revolting. It's just not my thing. Mark Jenkins says, I have got Hornby 003 rail. Now, it's been a long time since I've run it, but my father has a setup that actually does run. So occasionally I do Hornby 003 rail layouts. Devin Lawrence says, hi, all the way from Sri Lanka. A big hello to you, and it's great to have all our watchers from all around the world. Kevin Waters says, awaiting my first Gronk / Class 20. Takes a while to get past customs. Can't wait. Wish I could get Bovril here in the USA. I really miss it, but it's a banned item. Yeah, there are a few like that. Route 7 Railway, big hello to you. I hope the cupboard monkey gets better soon. Yeah, she'll be all right. It's getting quite warm up here. I'm just going to turn my fan on. Yay! Yeah, it's my fan. J94, my layout is finally running again. Had to renew quite a bit of track work. Valley is 56XX. Marmite and cottage cheese sandwiches. Yum. Possibly an acquired taste. Stephen Cameron says, we're supposed to be working night shift tonight on the A9 but cancelled due to bad weather. Leslie Gilpin asks, did you see all the specials through Settle last Saturday, Jenny? Only one, and it was running early, so I missed it. It has to be said. I had to leave early because I had to go and take a model that had been in for getting some photographs back to Arcadia Models. So I do want to give a big shout out to Tim at Arcadia Models. He's got a good stash in there of all manner of things, and well worth checking out if you are still looking. If you're still looking for any of those hard to get Hornby items, it is well worth ringing Tim at Arcadia Models a call, and if you do tell him I sent you. Madden Steam Railway says, I forgot to click on the like button. I've just done it. Boom! And thank you for letting me know where an S160 is available. Great news, as I shall be ringing for one very soon. Absolutely, and they do look a fine model. They're all in USA Army Transportation Corps livery. And as I said, DCC Concepts has 5 of them. For some reason, none of them are listed on their website. You know, how can you sell something that nobody knows about? But I've been digging in the stock room. There's an awful lot of MTH special editions and Broadway Limited locomotives. So it's well worth, if you don't see what you want on the DCC Concepts website, do give them a call. Bradley Bywater says, Jenny, would you be able to ask Dapol for an update about the Class 59? I certainly can. I will try and remember to do that. Main Train Eastport says, does he have a Class 15 DCC fitted at Arcadia Models? Possibly. The other area where you may still find them is Rails of Sheffield. Is actually, they may still have the Liverpool Street Pilot, and they do offer a DCC fitting service. Failing that, it is certainly worth checking Tim at Arcadia, and if you ask nicely, he may also offer a DCC fitting service as well. It's not impossible, and what I will say is that you, if you follow my guide in my video, I did it a full DCC fitting of the Hellion Class 15. It is doable, just a little bit tricky. Indiana Notch 8 says, hello Jennifer, huge fan from Indiana. Big hello to you. And it's always great to hear from all of the Monday Club audience from all around the world. But certainly at the end of July, at the train show in St. Louis, I have an invite to be there. So COVID travel rules permitting, it may even be possible for you to meet me in the US. I'm really looking forward to that. Mark Wilson asks, is there a preserved Class 15? Yes, there is. There is a single preserved example that survived by virtue of being one of the carriage heating units. Was latterly at Crewe Heritage Centre, but it is now at the East Lancs Railway and is a long-term restoration project. It's been restored by the same people who are restoring the single lone preserved Class 28 as well, and I believe the Class 15 will be up and running before the Class 28. South Line, Southern Line, my wife ordered the Monday Club wagon for me back in early March, but arrived yet still waiting. Q3, you won't be charged for it yet until it's dispatching. Q3 is when it's available. Oh, interesting. Worthington Model Railway says Marmite is yeast extract, Bovril is beef. Of course, yes, absolutely right. Main Train Eastport says, I lack fingers, Jenny, so don't want to break the model. Oh, sorry to hear that, but there's all sorts of all manner of people in the hobby. I did meet a gentleman who had no arms at Worley. A great guy, had a good chat with him. and he does railway modelling as well. So it's always great to see people overcoming enormous odds to be able to do the hobby that they love. Eels is a great British railway. Cool. Robert's train set. Has anyone tried Vegemite? I think Vegemite, isn't that actually the Australian trade name for Marmite? Main train Eastwood said, yeah, because Jenny said difficult to fit. Aha, yeah, right, I'm with you now. Sorry, I do understand. Yes, I would suggest Rails of Sheffield did, certainly last time I looked, had the Liverpool Street pilot version of the Class 15 in stock, and do a DCC fitting service. Also, I think Tim at Arcadia, I'm pretty certain that he's got one in stock, and it's certainly the case that if you ask, I think he may be able to do DCC fitting for you. Kelly Ashford says, I like Marmite Walker's crisps. I tried them once, they weren't too bad actually. Right, I'm up to date on the comments. Woohoo! Right, what else has been going on? Interesting. Donga's Model Rose says, no, Vegemite is different, similar, but different. Yeah, it's weird actually. I always thought that Vegemite was just the Australian trade name for Marmite. I stand corrected. Lifestyle Unleashed. Sorry, Zoe isn't well. Get well soon. Don't worry. And of course, Lifestyle Unleashed. As I said at the start, we have got. I'm going to go back to the camera angle for it. We have got the Enwins 3D Wigan tank here running. It's on top of the DCC Concepts Rolling Road Rollers. But it is complete and it is done. And as I said at the start, and I will revisit this for all those who have joined us since. There's Dear Mrs. Zoe. It's like that's Mrs. Zoe to you. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, is to paint and assemble the enclosed Enwins Wigan 060 and then run it on Weir Yard on a Monday club to end the challenge. For every week before the end of May, Enwins will donate £10 to our favoured charity, Reunite International. This charity helps reunite parents with children illegally retained or abducted by a parent or guardian. Those wanting to know more can visit my Reunite Emily Facebook page, the Reunite International Facebook page, or watch the inspiration behind Emily's song by Sam Blue. And as we said at the beginning, the Cupboard Monkey will match that donation as well, so we'll also be donating an equal amount. So there it is. It is running here on the Weir Yard, albeit on the. Let's just see. Can I actually? I can probably get it to. Let's just see if I can get it to run. There we go. Might have to slow her down a bit. She's a little bit quick, is that one? Where have you gone? There you are. Right. So we've got that going around. So Lifestyle Unleashed, big thank you for setting that challenge. Kevicus first says, do you have any steam running tonight, Jennifer? Yes, we do. We've got the Enwins 3D locomotive, which is... Oops. Let me just slow it down a bit. It's a lively one, that one. So we do have a single steam locomotive going round. Let's see if we can track it. On the Eye in the Sky helicopter cam, you will see it going round over there, the orange-coloured one. Big hello to Wardle Road. Great to see you. And that's a man who has been spending a lot of money on 5-inch gauge live steam locomotive. And I have to say, you will not be disappointed by that. I've been running with my father live steam road locomotives in my case, and you never get tired of that fun. Also, I've just seen a new name there, James Pets. Big hello to you. I approve of James Pets being in the chat. How are you doing? Don't forget, everybody, tickle that like button, and sharing is caring. Let's get this stream out to as many people as possible. We're going to be showing videos a little bit later on. We've got about just over another half an hour. Elias Lopez Casas says, speak Spanish. Hola, ¿qué tal? No, I don't actually. I just know odd words. Glocum Model Railway. It says Highcombe Model Road. Ben Tullett says the Tomato Soup Express is go. Ruben Ashwell says the Wigan Tank is well fast. It is actually. It's, because there's big long trains and all the tracks. I have to make sure that I put it appropriately so it doesn't end up catching up another train. Matthias Kriegsman says, I got the PLA Peckett W4 about a year ago. Now that Hornby has released their PBA Peckett B2, I'm really tempted to get one. Sadly, none of the retailers I've checked have it. Do check out Tim at Arcadia. Telling me I sent you, and he normally does have some really, really good ranges of stuff in there. I know he did have a delivery on, certainly they were boxed up in there on Saturday, the 48 DS's. Big hello to Timbersurf, great to see you, says, been lurking from the beginning. And that's good to know, and of course a great many people do like to lurk. And it's absolutely fine. Craig Douglas says, does the printed Loco have couplings? How much can it haul? I haven't put that to the test because I haven't fitted the couplings yet. Now, I do have couplings for it, which do screw on, and they are this style of Bachmann couplings. It's actually a little bit difficult to see that there. If I hold it in front of my face, you can see the black against the pinkiness of my skin. But I need to actually drill some pilot holes for that. So at the moment it's just running light Loco, and it's on the DCC Concepts Rolling Road. Hermitage Road, big hello to you. Casey Ferguson, hi. Marina Impey, hi Jenny and Zoe, love the Monday Club. Oh, thank you very much. Mark Jenkins, O-Gauge is good. Absolutely. And actually that's something else that we've got at DCC Concepts. For anybody who's feeling flush, they still have the Haskell's EMDs, the L-Class, in a variety of different liveries. I have been updating their website to include the ones which were showing as out of stock, but aren't. They also have an Ossician O-Gauge locomotive in a Southern short haul livery. It looks a bit like a GP40, but it's an O-Gauge. It is quite expensive though. Tom Connor says, hi Jenny, any progress with your Mammoth out in the garden line? Not had any time whatsoever, I have to say, to do anything on the garden line. Paul of Bramley Junction, good evening to you. Main Train Esports says, medical opal college. We're lots and lots of games in. That's a cupboard monkey conversation going on right there. Main Train, I've just read that out. Daniel Kiersey, hi to you. Michael Pollitt says, I can recommend Tim at Arcadia, spent many pounds there. And actually, one of the main points about Tim at Arcadia Models has a second-hand table that is priced to sell. Not greedy prices, not by the slightest. So, I will introduce you to the latest member of my fleet. This is a Hornby K1 mint in box 62024. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just had a crew added to it. Absolutely mint. £59 mint in the box from Tim's second-hand table on Saturday. There were other locomotives I really wanted to get, but I couldn't justify spending many hundreds of pounds. I also got a mint in box Bachmann Blood and Custard liveried Mark I coach for £18, and that is actually for what looked like a brand new model, never been out of the box. Was quite incredible, because when they were brand new the first time round, they were £16.50 was what they were being sold by people like Hattons for, so not much more than the original retail price. Dominic Z says, Jenny, do you know that they used a Northern 3-chime whistle for Chelsea's Scream? Yeah, I can imagine that. Ridgeway Park 00, big hello to you. Jenny, how does the auto uncoupling work on the American train? It's on a function key. It's one of the auxiliary buttons. If I press F8, it just ditches the train. So I'm not going to go down that route, because I then have to chase after it. But yes, I think it's F7 and F8 control the front and rear couplings on the B unit. So you can either ditch the A unit or ditch the train, and I have to say that it is very effective. Now, it uses KD couplings, and it's got an electromagnet that flicks it out and uncouples. It really is impressive. Wardle Road says, hopefully have a video up on the 5-inch gauge steamer next week. Absolutely, and really looking forward to that. It does look a nice piece of kit. Swindon69, hello to you. Exit, hi to you. And Robert Steers, thank you ever so much. That is an incredibly generous donation of $9.99 via Super Chat. Thank you ever so much. So generous. And I'd just like to say as well, we do have the American Limited tank cars running here on Weir Yard today. So I'm going to change the camera angle, and we should just catch them coming into view behind an Ulco PA unit with the A unit and the B unit in Union Pacific yellow. I do love that livery. And then we've got 7 of the American Limited models tank cars, the Santa Fe ones. And of course, those of you in the UK do remember that Rails of Sheffield are stocking the full American Limited models range. And we've got a review coming out, I think it's not this week, but next week, on the white tank you see at the front. Somerset Andy, big hello to you. Always great to see you. And we've got the Somerset Andy Class 47 going round. So again, a huge thank you. Brockwell Lane says, I could do with a Class 08 with that KD trick. Yeah, it's actually an amazing function. I'm very impressed with it. Matt Ovell, big hello to you, says, just paid more money than I'd like for a dynamometer car, but at least I'll stop searching for them now. They are actually a really great model. Worthington Model Railway, I just received a Thompson A2 or A3. Any thoughts on a DCC sound chip for it? No TTS as far as I know. Wonder if there's a suitable sound on the soundtracks. Yeah, the Econotracks might be able to be set up for that. But what I would say is I believe that there is an A3 TTS sound chip. And again, I'll keep going back to this, but I was at Arcadia on Saturday, and he does, I believe, have that TTS sound chip available in his shop. He also has the elusive J36. There was a single one left. He had quite a good stock of TTS sound chips there. Gareth Davies asks, do you know anything about the Class 319 from Bachmann? I'm afraid I don't. Craig Douglas, is there a way to fit the uncoupling system to a NEM UK Loco? I'm not sure, actually. It's the first time I've come across it, but I am incredibly impressed by it. John Nutman says, why is the Adams rail body so hard to get off? I presume you're talking about the Hornby one. I didn't have any problems with the Oxford rail one. That was actually quite easy to DCC fit. Timber Surf, this is the IT Surgeon. Cheers, bud. If I survive, I will splunge on a few Locos to cheer me up. Now, I think somebody did... Oh, a big hello to Reese Davies. Great to see you in. Josh's Railway Adventures as well. Craig Douglas, oh yeah, I've already read that out, but I think somebody did ask about prices. Now, prices it's the old chestnut. It's like that train is never late in conversations about model trains, and yes, things are getting expensive, but as I said to you before, £59 for a mint inbox Hornby K1 DCC ready. It's had a crew fitted, but very well done. £59 off the second hand table in Arcadia models on Saturday. Excuse me. He also had a Bachmann green liveried 3MT, which I was sorely tempted by but couldn't justify the cost of 2 locomotives. He had a Bachmann Class 40 repainted into rail blue for quite a cheap price. And he also had I think it was a Bachmann K3 as well, and a Hellion 02, all of which were at a very good price to sell. Dominic Z asks, Jenny, what do you think of the Bachmann Sierra Railroad number 3? Now, I'm not familiar with much in the way of the US outline stuff. The Ulco PA is my first US outline locomotive, and quite by accident, I have to say, but really impressed by it. So hopefully it'll be the first of many. Hythe Kent says, Jenny, it's splurge, not splunge. Yeah, it's probably just I got a speech impediment, so occasionally I do trip over my words. Ben Tullett says, Thomas items are really expensive second-hand. Yeah, tell me about it. If you ever see one of the Hornby Murdochs, they go for a huge, stupid price. Naive Gauge says, exciting week. Took delivery of a sound decoder with You Choose sound for the Farish 8F in LMS that I picked up last week. So excited to find some free time to fit it and get it running. Boom! Wardle Road asks, Jenny, have you persuaded your father to start building a 5-inch gauge Loco yet? I'm still working on him, but I have every faith that Rails of Sheffield are going to rediscover some 5-inch gauge stuff that they believe they have hidden somewhere in that end of the Raiders of the Lost Ark film warehouse of theirs, and I will get first dibs on it. So really looking forward to seeing what they find. Aiden's Railway says, hi Jenny, I see that Durham Trains has recently received a selection of DCC Concepts items on the shelves. Absolutely, Durham Trains of Stanley is one of the new DCC Concepts dealers. There's quite a few new ones around the country. DCC Concepts are expanding, and there's some really great products. So if you are in the northeast, Durham Trains of Stanley, I think Pooley's Puffers as well on the Team Valley Industrial Estate is another. There's certainly, I'm very familiar with Durham Trains of Stanley, been to the shop many times. Used to have a customer up in Concert that I would regularly go and visit maybe once a week, and I always used to try and call in at Durham Trains of Stanley whenever I could. Clive Cobalt says, Jenny, are you going to have one of the Batman Class 121 DMUs? I have to say, I've got the Daypol ones, and so probably not. It's probably too expensive to justify, so unless the one comes up second hand, I probably not. Somerset Andy, Jenny, I got a Batman Class 57, the Pride of Crew on eBay, DCC fitted, and it looks brand new. Yes, there are still good bargains to actually find. PH's Railway Video says, why the cat ears? Why ever not? The Trend Plug has very kindly donated £1.99 on Super Chat. Thank you ever so much. That is incredibly generous of you. And of course, your Super Chat donations and also PayPal.me donations really do help to keep the channel running. Main Train Esport, LMAO Timber Cracky, you make me laugh. Oh my word, the Trend Plug has, again, you don't have to donate $1.99 every single time you post, but thank you ever so much. That is so generous of you. It says, hi Jenny, and then lots of little faces blowing kisses. Thank you so much. Paul of Bramley Junction, Jenny just purchased one of your Too Many Model Trains hoodies. Oh, excellent. And of course, I should remind you that we've got a lot of merchandise there. You know, from the Terrier Fest, we've also got the Too Many Model Trains. We've also got the Gronk It Up stuff. And we've got Do You DMU will be a new addition to the range. So, I want to see a Billy's Replacement Speakers one. So that's the little in-joke that we've got. And then actually on the Monday Club Facebook group, one of the posters, sorry, I really do forget who put that up, but really pleased to see that you took the Billy's Replacement Speakers thing and ran with it. But I really do want to put a Billy's Replacement Speakers advertising hoarding somewhere on Weir Yard. Worthington Model Railway says, by the way, watched your shuttle video and ordered the DCC Concept Zen shuttle pack. Do other DCC chips work with it? Yes, as far as I'm aware, the new version 5 ESU lock sounds are compatible with ABC. It's a standard protocol. I think the new lens decoders also are compatible with it. I have a feeling, but you'll need to check the specs completely. Train-O-Matic may also support it, and it is a standard. So as we go forward, more and more decoders will support it. Iron Horse Heathen says, well, after a few glasses of port, I've made the fabulous decision to order a pizza. Wouldn't be Monday Club without a pizza. Absolutely great. And of course, Iron Horse Heathen, it's been absolutely great to see you up at Settle as well. Main Train Esports says, Jenny, you need Pete Waterman donating on Super Hat. I think you meant Super Chat. No, I always say it's free at the point of use. You don't have to donate. There's no obligation to donate. But if you do donate, it is, of course, very, very appreciated. In fact, I should check and make sure. No, just need to keep an eye on the paypal.me address just to make sure that I do thank anybody who sends anything. David Crompton says, bye, everyone. I've had to go now to check on Wi-Fi. I know you take care and do pass on our best. NI Railways 4000 class, Jenny, in terms of diesels and electrics, which would you recommend as an impulse buy? I'm looking for something spectacular to add to my collection. Era, region, don't matter. Just something nice. Well, actually, DCC fitted for under £100. You can't go far wrong with a Haskell's L-Class EMD product. And I'm just going to reach and grab one of mine. These locomotives are actually really, really good. And the only reason going on about it is DCC fitted mainline locomotive for under £100. What's there not to like? So I'm just going to put that back so I don't wave it around. So I'm getting the caffeine high from the Diet Coke at the moment. Right. Gary Lewis says, hi Jenny, I had the TTS Merchant Navy sound decoder arrive at weekend, so enjoying sounds from my East Asiatic Lines Loco on my layout. Absolutely brilliant. Dominic Z, Jenny, I've made a custom Trackmaster Chelsea out of my old Trackmaster Rosie. Excellent. Fly Mode Chairman says, good night David, I hope all's settled with you and your good lady. Absolutely. Right. Don Gets Mother Rose says, just a pizza? I ordered a Gronk. I'm about to order a Thumper and I've got my eye on a good deal of a Duff's too. Just need to shift a couple of older locomotives. I know the feeling. When I was in Arcadia Models, there were so many locomotives I really wanted. But we're also looking forward to the D classes coming through from Rails, Dapol and the NRM. And I'll be honest, I really like the look of them. It's also the case that the last of the Rails Terriers, they're selling fast. And the GWR version is advertised as being critically low stock. So if that is one that you want, then it's one you need to get in quick or miss out. Melchester Model Railway, where is the cupboard monkey today? Unfortunately, she's not feeling very well, so she's downstairs lying down. Dave Curie, hi Jenny, good to see you are feeling better. What American loco do you have running? It's an Ulco PA, and I've got both the A unit and the B unit in Union Pacific Yellow. And it's a MTH, which is a brand I'm not familiar with, although those of you in the US are probably much more familiar with that brand. It has got the full options package. So it features, get ready for this, a full sound package in both locomotives, working smoke in both locomotives, working uncoupling KDs, and full lighting package as well. So really, really impressive. I won't tell you what they cost. It is a hideous amount of money, but it's well worth it. Sue at Pudham Junction says, Chinese for us tonight. Had a long day, 200-mile round trip to finally get our flooring from the in-laws. Not long now, it's down and the modelling can begin. Boom! AP Technical Services has incredibly generously donated £10 on Super Chat. Thank you so much. That is amazingly generous of you. Andrew says, have watched many Mondays. Thank you all for what you do for the thanks for all you do for the hobby. Thank you so much. That is incredibly generous of you, and it does help to keep us putting out the video content on here. And essentially, it's been important through lockdown. And I'm not the only person who's been really putting out a lot of content to keep people feeling a part of the group, part of the community, and getting that human contact. But certainly I felt it incredibly important not to miss a single Monday, because I know so many people have suffered from a mental health point of view over lockdown. And we felt that it was the one small thing that we could give back to the community. Stefan Svensson says MTH is big on O-scale trains like Lionel. Larry Rogers says MTH equals Mike's Train House. Aha. Great stuff, of course. For me, it's 3-rail O-gauge. Oh, wow. Melchester Model Railway says, I've ordered a sound-fitted Rails D-Class. Can't wait. Ooh. Leslie Gilpin says, isn't MTH changing owners soon? I don't know. Not a brand I was actually familiar with. But as I said before, I've been digging through the stockroom at DCC Concepts, and we do have a lot of MTH models. A lot of the Alco FA A and B units, New York Central, Baltimore and Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Those are the 3 liveries I can think of. All DCC fitted, some of them actually sound fitted as well, and I believe there may even be some with the full optional extras package, which includes smoke, lights and dual sound and working knuckle uncouplers. But it's simply a case of, if you don't see it on the website, you need to actually ring them and ask. Matt Rutter says, mental health issues got me back into rowing modelling. Thanks for flagging the issue. Absolutely, and it's an important thing that, mental health is as important as physical health. And I think it's often overlooked. And over lockdown, it's been especially difficult for a lot of people. And it's like the invisible illness. And we're very, very mindful of it. So, we felt that it's important. There are people who might be actually, isolating at home, not necessarily have any family to hand, separated from friends because of lockdown. And it was important to give people a sense that there was still a community. St. Mary Church Model Railway, big hello to you. Dominic Z says, Jenny, what do you think of the Pla Rail range? I'm not familiar with it, I have to say. Robert's train set, George Botterini says, MTH bought by Scale Trains. Let's have a look. Paul of Bramley Junction, hope the cupboard monkey makes a speedy recovery. Me too, because she's not a very good patient. It's like, oh, I feel really ill. Ridgeway Park 00 says, a friend I know bought a DMU, came in really posh black box, can't remember the make, had DC chip in both units. Problem is when we run it, they either pull apart or push against each other. There's a way of doing that. You can, I can never remember which CV it is, but one of the CVs, if you just put one half of the unit on the programming track, and there's a CV to change, and then it will reverse the direction, and that will fix your problem. But you'll have to look, actually look up which CV it is to do. Right. Iron Horse Heathen's sense of community and belonging are very important to the healthy human condition. It has to be said. Absolutely well said. Roy Studs, hi all, a rare appearance on the live chat. Great to join in live, and it's great to have you in here as well. Don't forget to tickle the like button and also share the stream out there. Let as many people know what we're up to as possible. Iron Horse Heathen, yeah, it's the dreaded CV29. Of course, yes, do look up what you have to change it to, but yes. Richard Swiderski says, don't be mean to Zoe, Jen. Oh, look, I'm only joshing. Russell Benton says, haven't Revolution announced a new tanker ICI Mon division? Not aware of that, but certainly I will look into that. Roy Stud says, hi. Oh, sorry, I've read that one out. Veyron Steve, hi to you. Mark Jenkins, I like the Silver Fox A4 LNER Steam Loco in 00 gauge. I just love the A4s, and I've got, I think it's 7 of them now, and always in the market to buy more. Flymo Chairman 1, absolutely on the on message there. Hit that like button, subscribe and share, folks. And don't forget as well that my books are still available if you go to allmousemedia.com. So I'm going to hold them up now. A bit of a shameless plug. We have got Bringing Home the Stars and Twinkle Little Stars. And we've got a great deal on if you go over to allmousemedia.com. And really, really great read, both of these. Also our comic collections and other books. Also, oh God, that's dusty. Also still available. There we are. It looks better with the dust off. But it's a great way to help support the channel and also get something great back for it as well. Aiden's Railways, so I've got a couple of those brake vans. Oh, which brake vans are we on about? Egg Rider. For this, I have a Longmore Locos, which is a J94 Austerity. I found a Longmore brake van, excuse me, this week in Victor Model Rail Commission, Backman for an exclusive model. Absolutely, and I do have one of those. And certainly, recently, they were still advertising them for sale. So anybody looking for those, do head on over to Invicta Models. Flymo Chairman wants to subscribe, hit the bell and choose all for notifications. It's free, just give the notifications a watch. Keep an eye on your browser bell. Ben Tullett says, I think Zoe's illness is being caused by the stress of being poked with the green finger of doom. Yes, that was on the question of Trek. Robert Steer says, just purchased a PBPA set in Rio Grande livery to pull my California Zephyr train sets. Flymo Chairman 1, where's it? Jenny Kirk Monday Club Facebook group, thank you ever so much. Harry Impey, you are always the live stream to make my day on a Monday. Thank you ever so much. In fact, let's see, can I get a blast of sound from that locomotive? Apparently not. Oh, there we go. Why has it done that? I've not quite worked out the function keys yet. Come on. Come on, work. Oh, there we go. Why is it not working? Come on, sound. Anybody know how I turn the sound back on for an MTH locomotive? PH's railway model video says, I just edited the coding of Google to make it look like you have 1 million subs. Much better. Oh, thank you very much. So, I don't know, if Robert Steers in, I'm sure if anybody knows how to do it. Robert, how do I turn the sound back on an MTH locomotive? Matthias Kriegsman says, I saw some news about the new SR brake vans, but can't remember for which manufacturer. Yes, that's Kernow Model Centre with their London and South Western Railway road van. I believe that they are coming up being delivered. Valley's 56XX says, hey, it's like watching Virtual Rail Fan. David Crompton says, I'm back, got Anne sorted. Absolutely grand. Wamgok Night Jenny, have to go now. Hope Zoe feels better soon. See you. F8 for I think F8 is the uncoupler. Yeah, F8's the uncoupler. So you can see there that right. So F8 uncouples it. That much we know. So volume control is 6. Didn't work before. Why is it not letting me honk the horn? Don't just stop. It's now talking at me. The heck is it doing? Come on. Robert Steer says, sorry Jenny, I don't know. It's just stopped over there. Come on. Why is it not going? Come on, you silly train. Oh well. Right. Madden Steam Railway says, good night, Jen. Have a great evening, and I'll see you and hopefully Zoe next week. Bye for now. You take care. Matterville says, as Jenny presses buttons somewhere in America, a real train is making a lot of noise. I like that. Alan Reynolds says, watching while making another plated bridge in 2mm car for the layout. Excellent. Main Train Eastport says, beep, beep, this vehicle is reversing. Martin Sears Mrs. Bell is number 1. I've just pressed that. 2 is supposed to be the horn, but it's supposed to be moving. It's now saying something. Robert's train set says, I sense American Loco lessons are in the offing for you, Jenny. Flymo Chairman 1 says, LOL, never work with children and trains. And Ben Tillett says, Jenny has broken the train. And the IT surgeon suggests Control Alt and Delete or off on usually works, Jen. Oh dear, we've broken the train. Yeah, Michael Pollitt says, hi Jenny. Yes, it's frustrating when you press the wrong button. I have a problem with the volume on a Loco, and no one can solve it. Leslie Gilpin says something like F9. Let's stop the locomotive. I'm just randomly pressing buttons now. Why is it not going? I think I've somehow uncoupled the A unit from the B unit. Oh! The A unit is actually separated from the B unit because I accidentally uncoupled them. Right. There we go! Yeah, Gary Lewis, I know about that, but it wasn't, for some reason, it wasn't reacting for a bit. So let's see, can we take a view of it as it passes by? Let's go to number 4, shall we? I love that sound. There's the bell. And as you can see that the uncouplers work because the A unit is now separating ever so slowly from the B unit. Richard Swiderski says that's what happens when you run US Locos on UK lines. So what I'm going to do, and you can see how they're drifting apart because I operated the uncoupler. So let's just recouple them. Easy enough to do. I do love KDs actually. Right, I think it's probably about time now. Let's go and have a look at some of the videos that have been set in. Leslie Gilpin says, I've forgotten the NMRA standard function keys through lack of layout. What I will say is MTH do their own thing. It's technically DCC compatible, but they use a system called DCS. Right, it's doing its thing. I've turned the bell off, but it's decided no, it quite likes the bell. So I had actually the front light flashing before. I'm not really quite sure what's going on with that. Let's leave that to it. And what I'm actually going to do now is I am going to go over to some of your videos. So first up, oh, come on. Yeah, there we are. So I'm self-operating here, as it were. And no, that doesn't mean that I am actually doing, like taking my appendix out. But the first video I've got here, I'm just going to get it queued up. Robert Steers says, great to see the white and red Santa Fe fire train water car running on Weir. Thank you ever so much. What? Why is it wanting me to request access to access YouTube? I'm getting annoyed now. So, right. Why is it not letting me have access? Right. Kelly, apparently we can't watch your video because it's saying access required. So sorry about that, Kelly. You need to really send it as a YouTube link. We're going to struggle with that. Now we've got Roof Railways art. So yeah, I've been left in the lurch here a bit by the cupboard monkey, it has to be said. So let's try another one, see if we can get a video to work. So just bear with me one moment. This one comes from the Owlsmead Project episode 25. Go back and be ill somewhere.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just the first two videos I picked were asking me for some kind of unlock code. So
there wouldn't have been YouTube, there'd have been Google Drive.
Yeah, probably were. Right, so click the play button and let's go to this video.
Do you want me to just leave it?
Yes, you can do that because you're going to just go, oh, that was so evil. At some point I'll figure out how to make that Alco shut up again.
I believe we've seen the progress on this.
It's been posted on the Monday Club, yes.
Yeah.
So,
I'll leave you to it.
No problemo. So this is a really nice weathering job on the...
yeah, the guy who was doing it, when he posted his first photo, was saying he was worried about it and how it might not have worked out. But I looked at it and thought, hang on, that looks pretty good from where I'm standing.
Mm.
Okay, I've got to go back down.
Yeah, you go back. What? No, I told you to stop, silly.
I think you stopped a different one.
Stupid train. Right, so really impressed with this. And the weathering is really, really good. It reminds me of the locomotive that used to shunt places like Foy, covered in china clay. It's a real china clay kind of weathering. Matt of Elsewhere loves the open door. It's something you rarely see modelled on Class 8. A little tip for anybody who's got a Hornby Super Detail Class 8 is you can wedge their cab doors open with a tiny sliver of plastic. Yes, that is a grommet. You can also do it with the Class 31 from Hornby and the Class 50 as well. So, also really impressed. This track weathering is so good. And I do like that little walkway as well. Really, really nice. This is an O-gauge layout, and the back scene, excuse me, the back scene really is a work of art on this. So I got hiccups now. Matt Rutter says, Dirty 08, sexy. Simon's Railway Enthusiast 83, DRS Diesel. Flymo Chairman 1 says that, is that real cement used in the support walls? I don't know, but that back scene actually does work incredibly well. Cameron Patterson says, good night all for Glasgow, Scotland. Good night to you. Kelly Ashford says, just click on the file link in my email and the video should come up. We will try again after this video is played through. We'll give it another go, so don't worry about that, Kelly. So that looks to be some kind of DCC test module, something like that. I will. I'm going to struggle post. This is the Ecos system. A really nice inset track, it has to be said. Really, really liking that. The effect that you've got going on with the track covered in muck and stuff. It'd be a great effect for something like the basis for a scrapyard. So really, really impressed. Right, I'm going to struggle posting links in the description here because I am running solo. So let's just I'm just going to see if I can. Ooh, some really great modelling going on in this video. Let me just see. So we're talking a bit about the inset track. I don't know whether the Cupboard Monkey is able to share the links from elsewhere, but I really do love this layout. It just shows what you can achieve in quite a small amount of space, and I love the weathering of the track. Really, really does work so well. So right, what we're going to do now is we're going to just head off for the next video. So big thank you for that. Right, so let's go back in. Right, I'm going to try Kelly's video again. Alright, just give me one moment. Right, I'm afraid, Kelly, this is what I get. So you're seeing on screen now, this is what comes up when I click on the video. So I'm gonna need to have a think about that. Right, let's have a look. So we're gonna go to the next video. Now right, let's have a look. So we have got, unfortunately, my go away, silly thing. Right. Oh, do we? Right. Let's just. Sorry, I'm just flying solo here. Just give me a little. Right. So this is the Brighton Bell. Oops, you nearly got. I forgot to make it. There we go. This looks really nice actually, and I like the effect with the black and white photography. Really, really impressive. And the filming effect on this. You notice how it's doing a little bit of a Ken Burns. Yeah, Jerry BVR, I think you're absolutely right. Kelly needs to set a file to be available to everyone. It's on her end. Yeah, essentially you'll be able to see your own video, but you need to set the permissions, Kelly, so that we can see that. The Class 403 is actually one that I really, really do like the look of. And the original Pullman livery especially so. Now that is a very impressive station there. Very, very impressive. Oh, I like the stop motion. This is really good. Oh, that is really, really good. Really like that. Thank you, Flymo Chairman 1, for putting the details in. Callie Ashford says, I'll send it again. Hopefully we'll see it next time. All you have to do is you just need to change the permissions on the video so that we're able to view it. That is actually really, really well done. I'm enjoying this. It has sort of shades of Bagpuss. Really, really well done. And I love the layout as well. I think we've seen the layout before on the Monday Club, but this really does actually work quite well. That is a lovely bridge. I like the ivy as well. You see you've got going up on one of the piers. That really does work well. Really nice. And great video editing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a 5 coach train. So what is it? A 5 bell? Something like that. Is it 5 bell? Or Shanghai 264359 suggests Kelly needs to send the YouTube video URL in an email. That is always the easiest way to do it, because otherwise we don't have enough bandwidth to play a video or well, download a video and then do the stream at the same time. This looks an awful lot like North Woolwich railway station, as was the shot that we saw before. This is actually really well done with the like kind of stop motion effect on the people. Really, really nice. Yeah, 5 bells as Melchester Model Railway. Later classed as the class 403. Really enjoying this. Now we get it in colour. Yay! Ben Tullett says this is great. It really is. Iron Horse Heathen as well says stop motion at the moment really is great. Oh! Oh my word, that is actually really impressive. There's some great filming techniques here. Really nice layout. I like the little signal box there. The church on the hill. It's so nicely put together. Really loving this layout. I'd love to see like a guided tour of this full layout at some point, just to, you know, follow it round. It really is nice. And I presume it's the Hornby model, is it? But it really is nice. Thoroughly enjoying this. A great layout and really great editing. It's making me want to get a class 403 now. I might have to get on to Rails of Sheffield. They had the all brass one, very expensive, but certainly really, really nice. Absolutely gorgeous. The stop motion effect works so great. So if people want to take a look at this, this is definitely one well worth having a look at. Thank you ever so much for sending that in. We're going to move on. I'm just conscious on the time. So I'm just going to try and queue up the next video. But thank you very much to Melchester Model Railway, and that video was called the Brighton Bell. Really, really great to see. Thoroughly enjoyed that. The next video, we've got one from should be from Logan Clary, but Logan, you've forgotten to actually put the link to the video in. So right, I'm gonna try Kelly's again. If she's changed the permissions, yes, I think that the permissions are now changed. So we've got Kelly's video here. So we're just going to bring that up now. And we've got like a cine film effect, a bit like you know, the really early colour videos that enthusiasts would take back in sort of late 60s into the 70s. So we've got a mix of steam locomotives here, 2 different trains running around, and there's a very snowy feel going on. Always nice to see a winter themed layout. Not sure what locomotive that is. We've got some of the, I suspect that they're the Hornby 4 or 6 wheel coaches by the look of it. Lovely effects with all that snow. It's one of the things that I actually really want to take a look at doing is a full-on winter layout. But, oh, someone said it's got sound on. Sorry, my fault. I thought I'd turn sound off. I always turn the sound off because I can't actually do the follow the sound, so it's very difficult. But yeah, I've always really liked the idea of doing an actual winter themed layout. Now they're notoriously difficult not just because it gets very dirty very, very quickly. But thank you very much to Kelly Ashford for that. And oops, no, I don't want to show people my emails. For some reason, I've got I'm sure it's that Alco is. I've got cruise sounds coming in. Right. So let's have a look. Video link. So I'm just going to try and queue up the next one. Sorry about this, flying solo. Oh, Ruben Ashwell says Billy's replacement speakers. So we've got here. No, has it crashed? For some reason, YouTube is doing a very good impression of having crashed. No, I don't think we'll be watching the adverts. So, right, Worthington Model Railway has very, very kindly sent in a video here, which is Introduction to Double O Gauge British Model Railway Layout. So I'm just going to make this full screen, and then we're going to head on over there. So we've got some of the Hornby teak coaches there, really, really nice models. Metcalfe buildings. Got a great depth of things going on. Really do like the back scene. It blends well with those low relief and flat relief buildings. Do like the swing set there actually. You can get some great cameos with like Noch, Preiser, that kind of thing. There's a lot of Metcalfe terraced houses there. This is actually a really great sized layout. I do like your signal box and castles as well. Do like a good castle. I believe that's the Metcalfe kit. Really, really great. Martin Siersma says MTH Locos Torque F4 controls this. Ah. No, that just made it talk more. Right. There's a lot going on. This is actually quite a big layout here. Lovely model room with the cabinets as well on the wall. Keep hearing creaking noises. Is that you down there, cupboard monkey? No. Creaky, creaky. This is a really impressive layout with the castle, definitely. Kelly Ashford as well. Nothing like a winter wonderland. Yeah, definitely. I've got a winter diorama down there. Let me just. Oh my word! So this is heading up into his. Ooh! Look at these cabinets. Oh right, I see. So you've got the cabinets in front as well as behind the layout. So this is a really good overview. This is actually quite a big. I think it's a loft room. All those cabinets, great way of storing stuff that's not being used on the layout at the time. You've got a great space here, and is that a 5-bell, a class 403? No, just Pullmans. Oh, Hornby 00! Always love a good bit of Hornby 00, and a nice collection of locomotives as well. These do look really good, and these are Picture Pride displays. Really great models. I'm afraid I've got a locomotive just doing things. It's a really nice collection of coaches and trains. This is I forget now. Yeah, I will tell you at the end whose this is, but this is a really great collection of stuff. So we've got some I think they're like EFE or Ledo, something like that, and then we've got again really good collection of locomotives. I'm sure I saw a Rapido J70. I've seen a lot of Hornby 00 as well. I do love Hornby 00. Really loving this. I like the factory at the back there as well. Some great scenery. But it's these display cabinets and shelving really gives a lot of storage space. And Matt Ovell says, I spy Police Chief Wiggum, aka Walter K. Wiggum. Richard Swiderski says, more locos than you, Jen. I've got nearly 300. If I include my Hornby Double O, then I've got, yeah, close to 300. Worthington Model Railway says it may be too long a video to show all. Yeah, I'm looking at the time. So what we're going to do is I'll just sort of scoot ahead a little bit. But this is a full guided tour of this layout. So just seeing, there's a lot of great stuff in there and so much detail. Things like the horse riders there. We've got a lot of really great scenery. This is a really fun layout with a really special collection of stuff that in the cabinets and on the layout. So because I'm conscious on the time, I'm going to break away from this one, but thank you ever so much for that. Sorry for the ringing bell noise, but that MTH Ulco PA set seems determined to just do what it wants, regardless of what I'm telling it to do. So let's just... that was from Worthington Model Railway and its introduction to OO gauge British Model Railway layout. Thank you ever so much for that. Really enjoyed it. And if anybody's able to share the link for that into the chat, because I'm sort of flying solo here, so it's a bit difficult for me to be able to talk, queue up, and present all at the same time. Oh dear. Right, let me just, we've got, let me pause that. Yeah, come here you. This is PH's railway videos and Birchfield light railway. So I'm going to bring this up full screen and then let's sit back and enjoy. There's a lot of Pullmans on tonight. Yeah, I know, Iron Horse Heathen. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know why that Ulco PA is just... No! What the... Finally! I do like that level crossing, actually. I can see the gate wobbling. I wonder if it actually operates. Always nice to see a J94, that Hunslet Austerity. That one's a pannier, a mixed train of a clerestory and Mark 1. Again, Pullmans. I'm a big fan of Pullman coaches, and that's ooh, it looks to be like a Deutsche Bahn locomotive. It's in green. Could be Österreich Bundesbahn. And the Hogsmeade signal box, I believe that is. Is it Hogsmeade? Something like that. Quite a nice Scenecraft building, actually. Never underestimate the Scenecraft range. And was that a Princess Coronation? I do like the Ravenglass and Eskdale poster. That is nice. Is that guy's car on bricks? So thank you ever so much for sending that in. Really did enjoy that. And that was from PH's railway videos, and that's the Birchfield Light Railway. So we've got, let's just see how many more we've got. 2 more have come in, so we'll do those. We'll get up to date. And with this we've got, let's just have a look. This is scenes from their railway. So I'm going to just bring that up. And that's actually really nice. I do like this signal box. And of course the Snowdrift Salt Wagon. And I like the decrepitude there that you've got going on with the buildings. Really, really nice. And also sent in this with really nice photography. Great modelling. Track work does look really good as well. And some very subtle static grass work. So I think it's just the 2 pictures, that one and that one. But thank you ever so much for sending those in. And really do like those pictures. They've come from Charles Gibbs, and they're 2 scenes from Wesley Tor Railway. Thank you ever so much for that. And our final video for tonight from Craig Thomas. So let's just... Oh, this is the Billy's Replacement Speakers Shop. Oh, wow. Loving it already. Come on, just give me the link. Right. Perhaps in the vibe of Billy's Replacement Speakers, I should turn the volume up loud. No, I'm not going to do that. But this has come from Iron Horse Heathen, It says a new business owner, 00 gauge model railway cardstock building. I'm looking forward to this. So, I'm going to bring this up, and it's like brought to you by Billy's Replacement Speakers. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, wow. Everything louder than everything else. 100% scratch built using Inkscape software and 1mm cardstock. I love it. I want one. I love it. Use the plastic packaging from points for window glazing. Great use of recycled material. The cupboard monkey is wanting me to to run this model. It's not quite fastened down, but there we go. Little model is running. But I love this. I want the sign. Yeah, lighting, and it's got to be loud, like strobe lighting. It's got to glow like your strobe lights have got to glow like Chernobyl. Oh wow, I'm loving this. Billy's Replacement Speakers. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, hey, up a moment. Where have you gone? Oh, sorry, I got distracted by the Billy's Replacement Speakers. Oh, wow, I really did enjoy that. Simon Train's Model Rower Showcase says, save the best till last. Don't get me wrong, they're all good. They were, actually. Fly Mode Chairman 1 says, ouch. Matt O'Fell says, that looks so good. Maybe draw some cracks in the glass. Actually, that would be really good. I actually really do want a billboard on Weir Yard that just says Billy's Replacement Speakers. Southern Triangle says, ow, my ears. I'm sorry. Ben Tullett says, Zoe's tomato soup train is off on its rounds. Yeah, just, it's doing its thing, isn't it? So, let's see if we can find it. Right, let me try and bring up the stream so I can actually monitor what the heck is going on. Right, there we go. I can see what's going on now. So let's just can we try and see if we can find the N-Winds 3D Wagon tank somewhere. It will be going round. It should be following the blue-grey Mark 1s. The closest ones to you. Fly Mode Chairman 1 says that's going to catch on. I'm still wanting to get the Cupboard Monkey to do a Billy's Replacement Speakers t-shirt. Iron Horse Heathen, absolutely right. If you want to subscribe, guys, feel free. And that goes for all of the videos that we've shown tonight. But looking at the time, we're coming up on the top of the hour. It's been great going through all your videos. Great hanging out with you. Don't forget to tickle that like button if you haven't already done so. And also subscribe to the channel as well if you're not already subscribed. Ring the bell and click all for notifications. And you can also head on over to Patreon to support the channel if you so desire. Big news of the day, well, of the week, of course, it has to be the Hornby pre-ordering saga has finally reached a crescendo with the leaking of the information. Well, it hasn't really leaked so much as one of the retailers has spilled the beans on the tier system, in that there appears to be 3 tiers. This was confirmed by Simon Kohler, although he did not actually state who was in what tier. That will be up to individual retailers to admit to or not. I suspect that there is some kind of non-disclosure clause going around, although those in tier 3 may feel that they've got nothing to lose by spilling the beans. My personal feeling is that it's a bit of a PR own goal from Hornby. It would have worked so much better if they'd have said no new pre-orders, rather than waiting, in some cases, up to 18 months to then cancel people's pre-orders. Because what I think they've forgotten is that it's not the retailers that they're burning, it's their customers. But we shall see how this pans out. Of course, in the background as well, we have the D-Class from Dapol Rails, and the NRM has reached the UK shores. So we'll be looking out for that arriving and hopefully be doing a full review. The Acura Scale KU8 nuclear flask wagons, those are starting to be delivered. They have sold incredibly well, so if you do want one, you need to get in quick. We will be reviewing one on this channel. Acura Scale have very kindly sent over one. It's not arrived yet, it is in the post somewhere. Also, don't forget that if you really like the look of the MTH Alco PA unit, then a whole host of, let me see if I can get her running again. Where have you gone? The Alco PA units and FA units are available from DCC Concepts. If you don't see on the website what you want, do give them a call. J. Paul Anderson, absolutely weird policy from Hornby, not conducive to popularity. Absolutely, I don't think they've thought it through. I don't think that it's malicious in any way. It's just not been thought through, the consequences of the way they've implemented it. Other news as well, we've also got announcements of some new 9Fs from Dapol even, sorry. And we've also had an announcement. What have we had an announcement on? It was in the back. It was on the tip of my tongue, and then there wasn't. But of course, also don't forget the Nwins 3D Wigan tank. We've got one going around chasing the train. You might just be able to see it around here. It's currently stuck behind. Oh no! There we go. No. Yes. No. Yes. It's chugging its way around at the back there. You'll see it just creeping out from behind the signal box. I think I need to clean the track round there. John PW22, evening all, very late to the show. Hope you're better, Jen. I certainly am, thank you very much. Dominic said, Jenny, what do you think of the Bachmann Rosie? Not familiar with it, I have to say. PH's railway videos, thanks for showing mine. PS, the crossing gates don't work. They're the ones that keep on swinging open. No worries. Richard Swiderski says, great stream, Jen. Well done with the videos. Thank you very much. Michael Pollock, good night, all you railroaders. Take care. Having a pint now, then bed. Boom. Good thing to do. Simon Trains, Model Railway Showcase. Good night to you. Simon Railway Enthusiast 83. Billy's replacement speakers is sticking around for a long time. It's actually based on a comic that Zoe and I did for All Over the House. Daniel Zoe Model Railway says, can you run a Bachmann 03? Possibly next week. Now, I know I didn't put up a poll for this week. The reason for that was just bone idleness on my cat. No, I've been very busy. But I will try and remember to put up a poll for next week. You'll find that on the Monday Club Facebook page. But thank you again to all of you for coming. We could not do the Monday Club without you guys. So until next time, you stay safe. This is me, Jenny Kirk, saying take care. Bye for now.